Right, welcome, ladies and gents. Let's talk Secret Invasion. Yes. Marvel's big foray into something serious. Wasn't massively serious. Marvel's Secret Invasion had an embargo release pretty much up until it released, which isn't unheard of for Marvel because they try to keep spoilers at bay. But this is seemingly that they wanted to avoid some negative press as well. It's not massively good, and it's not what was advertised. So, what was advertised in the trailer was this gritty, tonally, a step above what we've had lately with Marvel. Very, very serious. Nick Fury, the world's most wanted man. Blah, 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 blah. And what we got was Nick Fury sort of bitching and moaning about the blip. He's different. He's changed from the blip. Where's he been? On Saber. He had a question of faith or something like that, and he went up into space for some weird reason. I don't know. Odd. Really, really odd. It's seemingly that this series will sort of plot Nick Fury's, trauma? That's all I can describe it to be. Trauma that he experienced from the blip. And now why he's different and lets people badmouth him. Very odd. Like, it's genuinely odd. It's not the Nick Fury we know. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's really, really good to have a character change that we can grow with and experience a character arc, but all they've done is demean him via other character interaction. Coleman's character, who is a really, really good actress, actually. I think, is it Elizabeth Coleman? Something like that. She's a really, really good actress in Peep Show. Very, very good, and actually good in this. Very likeable to a degree. But even she pops in quite a few demeaning comments towards Nick Fury. The whole Skrull, new Skrullos. Some of this stuff, if that's a direct translation from the comics, shouldn't be there. Character motivations don't make sense. Gaia, whatever her name is, Talos' daughter, was working for the enemy when they murdered her mother, but she doubled down and has been doubling down for a while. And now all of a sudden, after just one interaction with her father, she wants to give him information? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do one thing, the extreme thing? Your mother's dead while she's working for the enemy. The people that killed, well, not the enemy, they're your friends, but they murdered your mother. You'd think that that would be like a keystone moment in your life where you're like, I'm going to question my life choices now. So yeah, Emilia Clarke, good in it. This is the thing, right? They got good talent. Everyone's good in it. But it's not good. It's not gelling. It's a whole lot of, I don't know, it's like sepia tone sadness. They're trying to make something serious, but they don't fully commit. It's basically a Skrull invasion. We kind of know that. The motivation is undefined at this point in time. They just want a new planet, so they're just going to wreck us. I'm going to assume anyway, that this is because Nick Fury has taken so long to help them, basically. And so they seek retribution for some bizarre reason. Not my cup of tea, not my jam. I watched it earlier, and I wanted more from it. Sound mixing was quite poor. The intro, they've lauded all over the internet. They're like, it's completely AI generated. Oh, really, Disney? Fucking lazy. Like, and you know what? You can actually tell it's completely AI generated, and it's crap. It's not good. It looks, believe it or not, like every other AI generated sort of animation intro. And what I mean by that, guys, go watch the intro and then go watch a very, very good song, Gunship with Power Glove. Watch that song, because that entire soundtrack video, whatever it is from computer-generated AI. Where they just pose the question, what happens when we die, or something like that. It just looks the same. There's a tone and air to it. Yeah, lazy. Overall, I've also heard along the Twitterverse from friend of the channel Robert Meyer Burnett that this is an incredibly dumbed down version of the script he had initially read. So he read a script, obviously, before this came out, and it was significantly better than this. Much more adult, much more mature, but like with all things Marvel at this point in time, it is catering to the lowest common denominator, a moron or a child. And neither of that is going to lead you to probably want to watch this. Can't massively recommend it. You know, if you want to watch washed up old Nick Fury trying to find himself because he, I don't know, apparently wet his pants in the blip, which, yeah, sure, I'm sure it's massively traumatic. But one character that should be above that as a human is Nick Fury. He's one of these characters that is a bit like a Judge Dredd character, you know? You don't see them fully break down or change. They stay as a constant. And then their character arcs happen periodically. This, very odd. It's just so out of character. The visual effects, fine. Some of the makeup is just them sticking ears on kids and painting their faces green. Legitimately just that. So can't massively recommend it. Didn't enjoy it. It's going to be a whole lot of, who's that? Is that a Skrull? Oh, are you a Skrull? I don't know who's Skrulls. Are you a Skrull? It's literally the Spider-Man meme. Who's a Skrull? You a Skrull? I'm a Skrull. You a Skrull? That's just all it's going to be for a very long time. But, again, for idiots. It's a spy thriller for idiots. And it's not going to pay off. Guaranteed. So there you go, there's my review. Didn't like it.